No idea how much record time, just deleted all the videos. So, right, as you can see, the hill climb again. I've got 2 D-locks, so I'm going to be taking it easy so they don't smash me in the knees. Right, bank card safely delivered to my son. Got what I needed today, 4 pinter of milk, seeing as Tyler's going to be here this weekend again, which I'm looking forward to. It's been a tough week. Yeah. Going over a bridge on the way there, I just had a funny feeling something was going to happen today, so I had my wits about me anyway. So can't walk over the bridges, so I'm having to ride up them in the lowest possible gear. So of course I get a piss head walking over the bridge with a bottle of beer in his hand and a scruffy old looking bike. I've got my smartphone on the handlebars and he's trying to force me into the wall by taking up all of the path. So I've sort of scuffed the handlebars along the wall and just kept moving. And I said jokingly, that was lucky, wasn't it? And he turned around all fucking aggressive and cocky like, shouting out, yeah, you was fucking lucky. So I just kept cycling up the bridge. So I just stopped my conversation there because that bloke didn't need to hear it. Yeah, anyway, the guy's aggressively shouting out, yeah, you was fucking lucky. So I just kept cycling. I thought, well, I've got a D-lock on the handlebars anyway, and if he's going to make a play to either mug me on my bike or smartphone, then he's just going to get fucking smashed, probation or not. Don't come at me with a fucking glass bottle in your hand, acting all tough, making me think you're going to rob me, because that's how people get hurt. So anyway, I kept riding. I had a look back a couple of times, make sure he weren't following me, getting all brave, because he's got a bit of Dutch courage in his gob. Made it safely to my sons and back anyway. So, going to be doing the same trip again tomorrow to collect Tyler. I said, look, whatever happens this weekend, I want it stress-free. I'm not going to be rushing, so if I know I've got to be at your place, I'm going to be at your place with Tyler for a certain time. I don't want to be texted. I will get him there for that time or near enough. Yeah, that's okay. I said, right, you've got to listen to me this time, because if I have to put my foot down on the bike, or if I have to put my foot down because I've got a grandson playing up because someone's wound him up, then it's just going to re-injure me, because I can't get stressed out. I can't let it play on the body. My body's telling me I've got to slow down, so I've got to slow down. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's all good. So, right, okay, so we got all that sorted out now. Right, well I've had me bit of exercise. I'm just having a quick breather before I get on with the next bit of the journey. So, right. I've got my milk in my coffee now, so I can actually drink some more for the energy I need to get home with. I've forgotten Roxy's treats because coming out of Sainsbury's where I got my milk, group of kids with young ladies, and I'm talking like 13-year-olds, we're all sort of gathered round asking about the biking shit, how much it costs, that sort of shit. Do I like the colour red? I said jokingly, only when it's on a woman. Went straight over his head anyway, and the girl just sort of stepped forward and Gibbs slapped him up the back of the head because he didn't get it. I laughed. I said, I'm going to keep my adult humour to myself. I said, because I'm a grandparent. And the girls laughed. They knew what I meant. But the young lad, he just weren't up to that level yet, if you see what I mean. So the girls was taking the piss out of him a little bit because he was being a little bit naive. But obviously the girls knew what they was doing because they was getting the boys to buy them shit and that. So, boys, up your game. It reminded me of one of my grandkids actually, young Ollie. All good. Good humoured fun. See, I do dirty jokes even with fucking kids that I come across in real life. No offence is ever meant. It's just the way I am. It's my humour. If they get offended, they don't have to fucking listen, do they? If they don't want to listen, don't fucking talk to me. Simple as that. If you talk a joke with me and I come out with something naughty, it's not done in bad taste. Right, I'm going to have a ciggy and relax. Pause the video. That's what I was laughing at last time, Karen Road or whatever it was. Ah, dear. Right, it's just starting to rain. Mate. One of the African security guards. I'll normally say hello to as I go past. So, we had the thing with the drunk on the bridge. Had the first spot of rain after that, coming away from getting my milk. Now the rain's here. So, hyper slider attracting the energy. So But I've got brakes and I can steer. You don't have to worry, I'll get out of the way. You all right, mate? Did you see the look on the man's face with the dog holding the can of beer? He was not impressed, was he? Just like the other alky wasn't impressed. But look what's happening to the weather. Here's the rain. And look where I am again. I'll turn round just so I can show you, because I've showed you this view before during a lightning storm, remember? So I'll just turn round in a second, because I'm doing this very slowly and specifically to show you. So as you can see, the rain's got heavier. There's the shot of the windmill again, in the rain. Just as it's proper coming down now. Dear. Ain't I rushing to get out of the storm? Because I'm being at one with the storm. Just checking out the blackberries, because they need this rain to make them swell up, and they're just starting to turn now. So something for me and Tyler to do. Go and get the first lot of blackberries. Just like I used to do with his dad when he was a kid. When we used to have no money. We'd be scratching our heads for something to do, so we'd go and have a walk down the river in Canterbury, my old flat, when he used to be Mr. Happy instead of Mr. Grumpy Old Man. Go and get some blackberries, go and get some apples, go and make some pudding. Don't need to get nothing here, don't need no dog food or nothing, got enough for now. It's just extra weight to carry. I'm in no rush because I'm making a video. I was right about what the state was trying to do with a relative today anyway. That's going to be one big healthy baby. So they're trying to scare the person. Might say, worse, he's too big for his age. There must be this wrong with it, or there must be that wrong with it. Okay. So, why are they trying to scare her? For one. Two, my fourth child was a 9'8" baby. 9'8" baby. And he was born a week early, so he would have been a 10-pound plus baby. And they're projecting this baby's weight to be in that range as well. And they're saying it's going to be overweight. No, he's not going to be overweight. His dad's big. It's going to have the hyper gene, so it's growing quicker than normal. Everything's okay. So stop trying to scare people. Just so you can sell them fucking drugs to ease their fears. I know what you're doing. Let nature be nature. You're running out of time. You fuck about with nature, and I'm talking directly to the state here. The more you mess with nature, the more nature's going to hit you back harder. See what that says. Someone's already graffitied that one. Oh right, it's just a warning sign in case people notice anything wrong with the bridge. Take it that's for expansion joints or drainage. Hope it's not a crack already, that's not a good sign. as you can tell. In a pretty good mood for the payment. Trees full of elderberries. So I just flat ignored them little ladies. Not being rude to them, but just didn't want to be looking. It's raining, they got wet t-shirts on. Yeah, look at this. Proper full of berries for the birds. What's nature telling us is coming? Because here comes the rain proper, so I'm going to, I can see the band of it ahead coming in, so I'm going to poke in here for a minute. Oh, I can smell the fire. Rose hips. Let's move the phone a little bit. I don't know how high up you can see. Let's have a look. Let's pug over here out of the way. Nice willow tree there. Rain's going that way, so let's just pug in the tree out of the way for a minute. It's just a little bit too heavy. Still got another couple of miles to go yet, so. Mind you, I can have a bath when I get in, can't I? Just in case it thunders. Mind you, pause it and have a quick leak, I think. Right, sciatic nerve issues. Lovely old rainy English summer day this. The weather was clear when I checked the rain radar when I left, so something's not right. But mind you, I did see what was going on with Ice Cat last night after watching a video of Moscow getting hit by severe weather. And then I checked the rain radar, and sure enough there was the signature right over Ice Cat again. And I know that to be the case because somebody else has been noticing the same thing with NextRad and microwave radar systems in the US. And he's been posting videos on it, so it only goes to goes to figure that a much bigger facility than HARP, Alaska, and any other radar station that's to do with NextRad is going to produce more microwave electricity, attracting bigger storms over it. Exactly what I showed on the video last night. And Russia's going to get the ump soon and either hit the facility or just endure it until they got irrefutable proof and then shut the whole thing fucking down. So I've got a funny feeling there's bad things coming, and they've got it to such a state now where it's like a scorched earth policy, where if they get attacked, they're willing to destroy everything on the surface just to try and keep hold of what they've got. That's their thinking behind it, I'm pretty sure of that. Which is bang out of order, because that threatens all nature on the surface of the planet, and that's sacrosanct. That is one thing that will definitely unite all the tribes of the planet against those aggressors. Forcing them underground into their bunkers, into their rat dens, and then making sure they never see the light of day again. Because what's the point in having an underground military base if it fills with lava? If you see what I mean, because nature has a way of getting rid of problems and parasites that are threatening it, the same as a dog does. Either a dog or an animal will evolve to incorporate something into its own system to kill off the parasites that are infecting it. Many creatures do that in nature, so why should humans be any different? So why are people's natural abilities waking up and amplifying now? It's not because of the microwave technology, is it? It's because the planet's doing it. The planet's upping what people can do to counter what the technology is doing to the planet. Whether that's being done by an outside force or not, who knows? Me, I'm just looking at the elderberries, thinking about how my ancestors used to make wine out of it and stuff like that. Looking at blackberries, reading nature's signs. Yeah, this Irish coffee is very, very nice tasting. Java's a little bit bitter tasting, so put a couple of spoonfuls of, because it's not strong instant coffee, it's just flavoured instant coffee. I've got 3 jars of it. I've got a caramel one. The almond one was quite nice. Something or other almond, and I like the Irish coffee tasting one personally, but it's only to mix with the Java because the Java's quite a bitter taste to it, but it's very strong. I like my coffee strong, but you can always add a couple of spoonfuls of instant into it and it ain't going to even touch the strength of the Java, it's just going to flavour it. So that's why I'm doing that. Already £1 a jar anyway. So you're only flavouring cheap coffee, cheap strong coffee, with another cheap wheat coffee. Saves going to Starbucks, doesn't it? And paying for bullets with their taxes. Bullets and bombs. Starve the beast. So I don't buy McDonald's, I don't buy Starbucks. I don't buy anything that I don't have to, that I don't need, that funds the war machine. Because that's not the world I want for the future generations. I don't give a fuck about this country's past or past reputation. It is what it is. It belongs in the past. That's not the future we want. So right, let's trek on. Oh. Yes, I can drive a tractor. Used to have to drive one in the builder's yard where I used to make a fence post and that with me mates. We had to load up the trucks with ballast, sand or whatever. It's a nice old big old pheasant. Now me personally, let's just sit here and have a look at it for a minute before it gets nervous and runs away. It's sitting exposed right there. I know a few ways to catch pheasants, and they do taste nice. You can either do it with an air gun, or there's another way of doing it, because they're feeding off the seeds in the field. So you know that's what it's feeding off. So a bit of fishing wire and a hook and a pile of seed, and just let the greedy bird be greedy. Oh, let's shrink the screen again. Is that recording as well? Yep. It's nearly run out of video now. 33 minutes, it usually goes to 35, so